Hey guys, so I'm going to go over this 5.1 practice sheet that you have in your file because my online tutorial that I did already was using that one app that is kind of messy and people apparently didn't understand it. So this page has to do with different properties of exponents. The first one is when you multiply like bases, you add the exponents. So like bases means if I have x squared times x to the fifth, that's going to equal x to the 2 plus 5, which equals x to the 7th. Okay. It also has to do with the property of exponents where when you raise a power to a power. So if you have a base raised to an exponent, and then that's in parentheses raised to another exponent, that property is called the, I can't remember what it's called, but you multiply the base. You multiply the exponent. So if I have x squared raised to the fifth, it's going to equal x to the 2 times 5, which equals x to the 10th. So when you raise a power to a power, you multiply the exponents. Also, if I had x squared y to the third inside parentheses raised to the fifth power, this fifth power gets distributed to everything inside the parentheses. So this is going to equal x to the 10th, y to the 15th. Same thing if there's a constant inside the parentheses. The constant has an invisible exponent of 1. Anything that doesn't have an exponent listed has an invisible exponent of 1. So now I'm going to distribute this to the 2, I'm distributing it to the x, and I'm distributing it to the y. So this is going to equal 2 to the 5th, x to the 10th, y to the 15th. 2 to the 5th you would probably rewrite in this case, even though this is pretty simplified version. Usually when you have constants, if you just have a number raised to a power, you have to multiply it out. So I think this is 32, x 10, y 15. 15. So this covers when you have like bases and you're multiplying the same base, you add the exponents. When you have a power raised to a power, you multiply the exponents. That power gets distributed to every single thing inside the parentheses, even if it's just a 1, and then you multiply the constant out. So hopefully that helps with that. The last thing on this page is dividing like bases that are raised to different exponents. So I'm going to do that on the next video.